Hello everybody, my name is Ashanti, and me and my partner Ruben, we are doing our debate on hydraulic fracturing in California. Our proposition is that the industrial practices of hydraulic fracturing to yield natural gas should be banned completely in the state of California. So to define hydraulic fracturing is the process of extracting natural gas and crude oil from shale deposits beneath the Earth's crust by injecting chemical-laced water to break apart the shale and then extract the natural resources. So our first claim is that fracking poses a significant threat to the health of the people and the environment of California. My secondary claim to that is that the chemicals used in fracking can leak into local watersheds and contaminate the water supply. According to Dr. Annie H. Elric, a climatologist at UC Berkeley, 25% of chemicals used in drilling and well stimulation processes are known carcinogens. And evidence indicates that these chemicals are making their way into aquifers and drinking water. In addition, recent field measurements in the Los Angeles basin of California indicated that up to 17% of all methane gas produced during coal and gas development in the area has been leaked into the atmosphere. My secondary claim is that hydraulic fracturing can lead to the depletion of water sources. So hydraulic fracturing, it uses up a very significant amount of water for the actual hydraulic fracturing process. And according to an article in the New York Times, 70 to 40 billion gallons of water are used, according to a study conducted by the Environmental Protection Agency, 70 to 40 billion gallons of water are used to fracture the 35,000 wells in the United States every single year. That is the equivalent to the annual water consumption of a city of up to 4 million people. So in a state such as California, where the sources of water is already very scarce, the implementation of fracking and the ability for oil companies to use hydraulic fracturing will further deplete our water resources. The water solution used in fracking is dangerous and is a public health hazard. Altogether, more than 650 products containing chemicals with potential cancer-causing properties are used in the process of fracking, according to Dr. Scott Elias. Shale and tight oil development can also increase levels of ground-level ozone due to emissions such as volatile organic compounds and nitrogen oxides, which are a key risk factor for asthma and other respiratory cardiovascular diseases. According to the Environmental Protection Agency in a study conducted on fracking in 2012, a 4 million gallon fracturing operation would use anywhere from 80 to 330 tons of chemicals during its lifetime. And then my fourth secondary claim is that according to a recent report by the Energy Advisory Board Shale Gas Production Subcommittee, the claim rather is that hydraulic fracturing will increase the risk of seismic activity here in California, and a study and report done by the Energy Advisory Board Shale Gas Production Subcommittee reported that tiny micro earthquakes often occur during shale gas extraction. My second main claim is that the current laws regarding fracking in California do not sufficiently protect the public interest. Back in September of this year, the California Senate passed Senate Bill 4, which provided restrictions for the fracking industry, although it still allows fracking in the state of California. My first claim to support this is that California is a world leader in environmental policy and renewable energy, and the current bill is not indicative of a progressive environmental policy. Shale gas and tight oil development is likely to worsen climate disruption, which would harm California's efforts to be a leader in reducing greenhouse gas emissions. My second claim supporting this is that although California is a global leader in energy policy, it should follow the example of other countries and states which have banned fracking at least until sufficient research is completed. In a letter written to the governor of California from a group of 20 scientists and climatologists, they wrote that Governor Cuomo of the state of New York has placed a moratorium on high-volume hydraulic fracturing in New York while the risks are evaluated by independent scientists. Also, Dr. Nirav Shah, the New York State Health Commissioner, recently stated that the time to ensure the impacts on public health are properly considered before the state permits drilling. Several states and countries have placed bans and moratoriums due to health and environmental concerns, including but not limited to Hawaii, Ohio, New York, Colorado, France, Bulgaria, Romania, South Africa, and Germany, according to keepwatersafe.org. My third supporting claim is that California's current fracking policy conflicts with current legislature to protect health and safety. According to a professor at the College of Environmental Sciences at the University of California, Berkeley, Senate 4 is very poorly regulates fracking and leaves the industry exempt from many of our strongest federal environmental laws, including the Safe Drinking Water Act and parts of the Clean Air and Clean Water Act. And then finally, by banning fracking, we will eliminate the public risks associated with fracking and allow for the growth of clean energy. We propose a plan to introduce a bill banning the practice of hydraulic fracturing in the state of California. And one of the measures of the bill would fund further research into the impacts of hydraulic fracturing, as well as research into alternative energy sources. In conclusion, fracking poses a significant threat to the health of people and the environment in California. The current laws regarding fracking in California do not sufficiently protect public interests, and by banning fracking, we will eliminate the public health risks associated with fracking and allow for the growth of clean energy. Thank you.